Ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot and welcome back to Prehistoric Planet. We are going to finish off the Americas today and we are going to work on a South America's exhibit. Too many people pointed out how they've been neglected and I couldn't ignore South America entirely. We've got a nice North American exhibit over here and over here with plenty of dinosaurs in, and it's time to show South America a little bit of love. Before we do that, we do have to get some names for our North American Hell Creek dinosaurs from last episode. So we have Puddles, the Ankylosaurus, which I forgot to name. Puddles, lovely name. We have Matilda and Terence for our Tyrannosaurus Rexes from Nigel Martin's Prehistoric Park series. I can't remember what it's called, I've never actually seen it. We have Alan and Ellie for the Triceratopses, of course from Jurassic Park, and their beautiful, lovely scene with the Triceratops. We have Ben Swallow for the Stygimoloch, and Arnold, Liz, and Popeye. And now you will notice, using your eyeballs, that three of the Stygimolochs are over here. I don't know how this happened, but it only happened in the last 2 seconds or so. 2 seconds. Let's try to say it in English. They only happened in the last 2 seconds or so. So I've extended the fence out a little bit to see if it helps, but they just ran across, basically, for some reason. None of the other dinosaurs have been tempted to do it. They didn't do it in the entirety of the last episode, but three of the Stygimolochs decided to go on a little adventure over here. To the wrong exhibit. This is Asia, children. You're in the wrong place, you hench little children. So we're going to knock those out and get them sent over here. I've been busy over here. I'm not really happy with this area. I'm kind of going for an avant-garde kind of look now. I'm just kind of sticking stuff together. But this is where we're going to do the South American exhibit. And I've brought out this bit of the Asia one. This is Asia or Africa / Australia. I don't really know yet. It's going to be one of them. Whichever one's probably the smallest, because I think that will be slightly smaller than this right hand side. So this is probably going to be Asia on the right, and this is probably going to be Africa / Australia on the left. But we shall see. But this area here is still meant to be designated for the Americas. So anything past here we can make into a South American exhibit. We're going to cut it off a little bit earlier, so this whole area here can be used for another continent. So we'll get to work. I don't really have any ideas as of right now at all. Just kind of going to make it up as we go along. I like the idea of kind of fusing the two together somehow. We will put this back. I just kind of wanted to mess around with the path to kind of show you what I had in mind. And I do like the idea of it curving a little bit with the monorail before maybe then heading off in a different direction. It does have to be a decent size exhibit because we're going to include a... There's only 3 dinosaurs for South America, unless I've gone utterly crazy. I believe it's Dreadnoughtus, Giganotosaurus, and Carnotaurus. So those are the 3 we're going to be including. Just trying to make this pretty. It's a decent exhibit size, right? We can do something with it. I don't know what that something will be, but we can do something. I mean, it's going to have sauropods in. I think it has to be decently big, or it ends up just looking a little bit weird. Okay. And of course, we need more grey path. There we go, lovely stuff. There's a little dent there, I'll fix that later. I may have gone overboard. I know there's a lot of grey path here, and some people aren't convinced by the... I really like how it looks. I think that looks really cool. And I just think it's nice to kind of split the park up like that, you know? It makes it look... If you just look there, I think it looks really cool. I think it loses a little bit when you look over here, because there's nothing here, but yeah, so we're going to start working over here. Let's put in our first dinosaurs. Let's kick things off with... Well, let's have a little think how many dinosaurs we want. I think we want one... I think we want to do like a 3-2... No, maybe a 4-2-3-2? Like 4 Carnos, 3 Gigas, 2 Dreadnoughtuses. I don't think we want more than 2 Dreadnoughtuses. I think it's a very large dinosaur, and if there's too many of them, it's going to look weird. Let's just get the 2 Dreadnoughtuses on the way to kick things off. A dinosaur I can't really say I've neglected it because we've only had it for like a second. You know, it's not been in the game for very long, so I can't really neglect it per se, but I definitely haven't given it a chance in my head. You know, I've not told myself that I care about Dreadnoughtus, because I don't care about Dreadnoughtus that much. But we have to make ourselves care. Realising as well, what we can do at some point is kill this area off. We'll get rid of the hatchery, we'll move the ranger station and the ACU right down to the bottom, and we can use this whole area here, maybe for an exhibit. Thinking about it, we'll have to see. Now, what are we going to do here to make South America a little bit interesting. So far we've got Hell Creek, which is in a little pit with the triple thing. Here we've got the little hill tower access points. Here and here, these weren't really much of anything, they were just nice little symmetrical exhibits. And this one's just a weird ass shape. Oh yeah, and the Troodons, I forgot about the Troodons. In the middle. Plenty of room for those guys, plenty. Looking lovely, looking lovely. So what do we do to make South America cool? That is the question. Well, I definitely want the fence. Let's stop building the fence a little bit. I definitely want the fence to go here at least. The idea being that it sort of wraps around the hotel. There is a path there as well, because I figured we might want that for, you know, attractions and stuff like that. But the idea was to get this nice and close to the hotel, if at all possible. Which it is. Huh? Yeah, so when you sit in the hotel, boop. There you go, bam, dinosaurs, sort of. I mean, it never really, you have to tilt the hotel in the other direction, but as in how it looks, you know, from here, you know, just viewing the park, that's what matters. And if we go on dinosaur visibility, you see it does have a ring around it. So we really want this area here, right by the hotel, to be a, like, oh, I don't know, I'm kind of tempted to kill the path there now. Can I just kill? I'd have to redo the whole shopping bit a little bit. Make it look a little less silly. If we do that on both sides, might look, yeah, probably looks a little bit better with slightly less intense. When I calm down my path obsession just a little bit, look, I'm not gonna give it up entirely. I love them too much, but you know, it's kind of the theme, right? But I think having this really close by the shops as well as the hotel might look really cool. So let's do that. Let's build right up as close as we can get. Dinosaur thread, what? Oh, hello. Terrence? Buddy? Oh, I forgot to, oh god, I'm doing so many bad things. Right. This is clearly an issue. I'm gonna just double up the fence. Like, I don't know if it does much to actually stop them getting out, but I think it'll make it more unlikely that they get out. You know, if they have to go through sort of two little areas of fence, at least it's less likely they're gonna get out. Terrence! Go home! Alright, everyone else still in their original exhibits. So far, yes. I'm now apprehensive. This is a new problem, but it is definitely a problem. I don't really want to have to wrap fence around the whole thing, because it does ruin the aesthetic a little bit for me, but man, they're not giving me a choice. Anyways, let's get some Dreadnoughtus. For me, it's very much Brachiosaurus combined with Carnotaurus. It's got the long neck and the tallness. I mean, it's a sauropod at the end of the day, but it's got this kind of goofy, chubby face that reminds me of the Carnotaurus. I don't love the Carnotaurus, which is probably why I'm not sold on the Dreadnoughtus. I don't know, it just feels like it doesn't add anything to the game, per se. I also think it's too small. Actually, I'm pretty sure it is too small. But whatever. It's a nice skin, though. And he's a fantastic trumpet player, at the very least, so... Terrence? Home. A dinosaur. Okay. Go. I'll have to come back and do some path work around here and just kind of mess around with it and kind of decide what it is I actually want to achieve. But, I don't know, like, it might make one of the areas a little bit simple to do just a big safari zone, but can you really have a park, or can you even really have a zoo without a safari? Zoos have safari zones, you know, you always have these big, wide open areas that are just way more sort of chill. I just think that's like the right way to do it. I think it'd be a shame not to have one. And we can come up with ways to make it exciting, but you'd have basically this entire bit of here, all the way around here, and have the monorail going through it as well, which might look really cool. So you get on probably over here, and then you go chuka 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 chuka. I'm going to spend a couple episodes making it really nice and putting in tons of dinosaurs. And then over here, I'm going to go in hard on the design. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but it's going to be filled with paths. And then it'll look really good altogether. This is the theory. It's a good theory. It's a theory. I'm just trying to think if there's anything I can do to make this more exciting, you know? This whole shebang. But I don't have any ideas. Anyways. Is that too big, that exhibit? I'm just looking at the size of these guys compared to their exhibit, and you know what? They're huge. No, it's fine. It's fine. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. I'm going to cut into it a little bit. I'm going to think of something. I don't know what. Maybe I'll have to check back next episode. But I'm going to do something here. This area can be more exciting. This can be a better viewing area than it currently is. Like, we can put a viewing gallery in, that's fine, but that's not intrinsically interesting enough, you know? I do like the little bit of concrete. That's making me happy. What would you put here? You know what? I want you guys to come up with the idea. What do we do here? Actually, just tell me what to do for the whole park. It'll look better when it's covered in trees and stuff anyway. God loves a tree. I'm just thinking maybe we can put in one more Dreadnoughtus is all.
Asset to be collected.
I mean, it's filled with carnivores, right? Big spooky carnivores. I think it maybe makes sense to do... We're going to do a 4-3-2 instead, right? So we want 3 Dreadnoughtus. And we're going to do 2 in the same colour and 1 special, just for some reason. And we want 2 Gigas. It's Giga, right, that I'm thinking of. Yeah, Giga's Argentinian. Giga. Plus, Giga, I feel, again, is a dinosaur that maybe I neglect a little bit somehow. I don't know. Anyways, which one do we like? I don't remember. I like the rainforest. Rainforest is one of my faves. And I think I quite like the arid. Let's go rainforest and arid. And then we'll bring in 4 Carnotauruses, because they're small. They're smaller than the Giga, and they're way smaller than the Dreadnoughtus. So we'll have 4-3-2. 4 Carnos, 3 Dreadnoughtus, 2 Gigas. Sounds like a plan. High five. Woo! Right. Okay, they're on the way. Good stuff. And shipping over. Right, let's set this up so it is moderately dinosaur appropriate. Whilst I still try to come up with ideas for just how to make both. Like, there's just this long stretch of fence. It's okay to have stretches of fence now and again, but not this much. It's too much. It's upsetting me. Every time I look at it, I get more and more upset. Right. Trees! Water! Too much water! Small bush. Pieces. Pieces. I like the water at least. Like a little pool. Mix it up, little pool in there, little pool action. Yeah, I think we can triple. Yeah, I think we're fine. It is more appropriately sized than I thought. Just adding the dinosaurs and adding the trees definitely makes it seem a little bit more appropriate than it did. Put some shrubs. Somebody complained that I never put shrubs in. And it's true, I never put shrubs in because I hate shrubs. They look silly. Like, they look really nice down here. That's really cool. And then you zoom out and they just look stupid. I can't get over it. I don't know why it bothers me so much, but it does. I actually really like how that looks with the hotel there. I think that's very cool. That might be enough for me already just to be okay with the exhibit, if that makes sense. It's probably not, but it could be. I'm going to put that feeder there. We're going to have a carnivore feeder over here. There and there. Nice and next to the fences, so the people that walk past, they get to see them. The tower should see pretty much everything in the entire exhibit anyway. It's coming together, isn't it? I can't wait till it's just filled in. I think it's going to be really cool. I'm really excited to see how it sounds weird to say I'm really excited to see how I do something, but it is honestly, like, you know, South America as an exhibit idea was completely you guys at home, stuff like that, so... Okay, we're going to wait for the other dinosaurs, and I'm going to sit here and stare at this until I come up with an idea. I've got nothing so far, but I'll come up with something. Okay, assuming our dinosaurs are finally ready, they are indeed. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, these dinosaurs do need names. So if you want to leave a name suggestion, people are still doing it in the comment section. Do not leave your name suggestions in the comments. Go to the QT, it's linked in the description, you just need to sign up. You'll leave it in there, just go into... Like, let's say you wanted to name the sauropod, the Dreadnoughtus in this case, you tag your comment with sauropod on the... It's dead simple, you just go and you tag a comment with sauropod, then when I come on, I can go into the sauropod section, I can see just name suggestions for sauropods. In this case, it will only be Dreadnoughtus because it's the only sauropod we have. And that's where I get all the name suggestions from, so... If your name suggestion is not being used, it was either terrible or not in the QT. Or just not. I tend to go for the most upvoted ones, so if you do see a name you like, remember to upvote it as well. I did unfortunately pick the most boring possible skin to pick twice, but maybe that's a good thing. Because, let me think, why would that be good? Because now we've got one nice and colourful one and two boring ones, and that's nice, a nice little contrast. In theory. I do want to release the Gigas, but I'm not 100% sure that Giga can't kill an incapacitated sauropod. I know they can't take down a sauropod usually, but can they take down an incapacitated sauropod, which most dinosaurs get like a free kill on? I'm not sure. So we're not going to risk it. I'm going to transfer my Dreadnoughtus over, and let's get some Carnotauruses on the way as well. Carno. Right. Carno is definitely one of those dinosaurs I don't really know the skin colours for. I quite like the default. Just bank out a default. Pop out the first one of these. And what else do we want? Let's go for a 2x2. So we're going to go for 2 default, 2 something else. Doing a whole Noah's Ark shebang. And I don't know which colour to pick, so I think wetland... Is it arid that I like? What's the wet one? Is it alpine? Is it tundra? Oh, I don't know. I can picture it in my head, the one that I like. But I cannot remember which one it is. You can definitely check this online. There's plenty of ways to check this online, but I'm too lazy for that. We're going to go for tundra. Tundra. Get all those on the go. Shoot the Giga in the face. Just realised that the Giga probably won't kill a knocked out Dreadnoughtus, even if it's knocked out, because I've got combat turned off. I don't know if that counts as combat. We never tried that out. That'd be interesting. Anyways, whilst all that's going on, I have been moderately busy. Oh, come on you. Pop out. If we nip over here, I've done some little design things on the exhibit. Nothing big, but there's a circle. People like circles. I like circles. Circles fit the theme. Circles into straight lines is one of the prominent themes of the park so far. That looks a little weird. Let me just smooth it out. There we go. So just like a nice little, you walk up, and you just get even closer to the dinosaurs, and it's also right by the carnivore feeder, so I thought that was a pretty cool idea. And then over here I put in a viewing gallery, so I've kind of dinked into the exhibit a little bit, because I did feel it was maybe a little bit on the big side. And we're going to kill that tree right there. And it's just a way to, I don't know, just, it looks more interesting now, which is what matters. It had to have something going for it, and we'll probably do a double circle. So it's like a full circle thing here, and then it'll cut into both exhibits. I do want to know if I can do anything over here with the pathing. Probably not, right? I know I'm addicted. I know I'm trees and paths are my life now. I don't know when it happened, but it did. But yeah, I like that, right? Cut into the... I think that's pretty cool. And we're going to do what we usually do, just to make things look a little bit more interesting. I say usually, we're only doing this for the first time over here. Just to protect that area a little bit more. And again, just make it look a little bit more interesting, I think. You don't need to be able to see through this bit, so it's important that you protect it, sort of. Doesn't really make sense. There's this massive glass wall right here, but... meh, it's about the visual. It's about the visual. Right. Cool. Let's get our Gigas shifted over. And then just waiting on our Carnos, and we're done. So, Carnos come under medium carnivores, Giga under large carnivore, and the Dreadnoughtus under sauropods. So if you want to name all of our 9 dinosaurs from tonight, is that maths? That is maths. All of our 9 new additions to the park today, then those are the 3 different tags you would use. Not bad for the Carnos. Let's talk about this. They're probably about the same size, aren't they? I think it makes more sense to probably do the safari on this right hand side, because it's more... open space, I think we'll be able to do more with it. I really want just a nice open plain area. But then again, that doesn't work with how I've already done this. Oh. Yeah, we can do safari here at the bottom. If we do safari in this area here, let me grab a path. Let's do some jotting out here. If we do our safari there, that's a nice big open area. We can cut down into this river as well. We can kind of put the fence through the forest here. So this whole area will be our safari. We'll kill some of these trees. And then what I'll do is I'll do like a path heavy designy bit in this gap here. God knows what that'll be. Maybe just like a little pond area, kind of like a little pond park with a bridge in the middle. You can't really do bridges, but we can do a path through the middle. It'll look stupid because you can't do bridges. God, I wish you could do bridges. But we'll do something in that little area there. And then that will all I want is to be able to offset this a little bit on this side, because I think that's going to look better. So if we do a heavy design bit there into a big safari here, and just do some fun exhibit stuff here in the bottom left. Might actually put a monorail here, do like a small exhibit there, attached to, like, so you get off the monorail and you're like inside this exhibit here. And then we can do 1, 2, 3, 3 exhibits here. So we'll get 4 Asian exhibits or 4 African/Australian exhibits. I think the question is then, which of the 2 continents has dinosaurs better suited to a safari zone kind of shebang? Were there any sauropods? I don't think there's any sauropods in any of them. I will say off the top of my head, I think Asia probably suits the safari idea more. Because at least we've got some Allura Titans and stuff like that. Although they were in Russia, weren't they? I don't know. This is why you do America in this section. Gosh darn it. It just makes more sense. America's got all the big dinos. All the best sauropods are American. It's a pain in the ass. Just leave your comments down below, folks. Any suggestions you have. You kind of know my plans. Safari, path, thing. We might be able to put like a mini exhibit in here with Dilophosaurus or something if it's Asia. I'm just saying, in general, it's going to be path heavy, so it'll be something I do between videos. And then we'll just do some fun, cool exhibits over here for whichever the other continent is. And that'll be done. Basically. Easy peasy. Took no time at all. Definitely didn't spend 1 billion hours building this park, don't be silly. Wait, how many Carnotauruses did I make? Oh, right, okay, no, it's fine, it's fine. Because this little cheeky so-and-so decided to take his time. Her time. Just because you've massive horns and creepy chameleon bug eyes doesn't mean you can be obnoxious. Okay, that's my job. How are we looking over here? I like that. I think. The little curve into the circle, this little jutty out bit, the hotel with the fence. It's interesting. It's a little bit of a mishmash, I think, if we're honest. But, yeah, I'm down with the mishmash. The Gigas stomping about. Yeah. South America, come to life. Well, when we get the Carnos in there, anyway. I'm just trying to think if I want another carnivore feeder somewhere. Maybe over here, like right by the tower? And then you could look down to there, and there's a tree there. Oh, it looks good from the tower, though. Although you can hear the I put a bar at both sides because I think alcoholism is really important. You can hear the bar on both sides, and it's really obnoxious. God, I love that Giga skin. Oh, it's so cool. And you're very cool as well, friendo. You know, don't get insulted. You're very cool as well. They've just actually changed NVIDIA Ansel. I haven't updated it yet. But it's support for something. I know that's not the most informative thing I've ever told you guys. It might be, actually. What was the support for? I can't remember. But it's this new support thing. I wonder if I can get a shot with the sauropods and the gigas. Oh. Oh! Stop being inside each other! I swear, I love the herding update from the bottom of my heart. I adore the herding update. But it has a major problem with the dinosaurs. Because they spend so much more time together now. They're just inside each other constantly. I'm not judging. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Like, that's fine. But I'm a family-friendly park. I can't be having, you know, going on. I don't like the fence there. It's annoying me. Every time I look over here, this little bit of fence is a little bit higgledy-biggledy. Oh, it looks fine from that angle. Certain angles it looks higgledy-piggledy, which is an official term, by the way.
Asset transportation in progress.
As a scientist, I can confirm.
Asset transportation underway.
Is that all of them? Tell you what, my helicopter shooter bringing his A game lately. Good lad. Let's get them all across.
Pick up the asset.
Quick little look at the skin. It's very boring. Oh well. That's nice. The Carnotaurus shouldn't want to be colourful, right? They shouldn't want to be the standout stars of the park, or this area, because they need to be able to hide from the giggers and the... You can't see a bloody thing from this hotel. Oh, dinosaur.
Transported.
Be excited. You definitely can't see anything.
Asset transportation.
I can barely see anything, and I'm like standing like way above you kids. You guys are looking... You can't see a frickin' thing. It's so terribly planned. Look. I'm gonna get inside her head. You can't see a bloody thing, love. Stop kidding yourself. You. Look. I know it's blurry, but if we turn the blur off... doesn't work. The actual viewpoint for the hotel is like up here somewhere. It's kind of strange, actually. I do like the hotel, though. Yeah, it's a pretty cool idea. I can't remember where I got it from. Somebody did it. Somebody on... Honestly, a lot of my ideas are stolen off Reddit. I'm not even going to pretend otherwise. Like, I come up with ideas. We've done a lot of park building on this channel over the years, ladies and gentlemen. We really have done a lot of park building on this channel. So I like to think at this point I am pretty good at it. You know, I've got ideas and I'm pretty good, creative at this kind of thing sometimes. But I've just made so many parks. So many that it's becoming more and more difficult, especially given the limited tools to keep coming up with stuff. I do want to go back to playing a little bit more Zoo Tycoon 2. I've had a lot of comments about it recently. So we might start doing some Zoo Tycoon 2. My problem is, when it comes to Zoo Tycoon 2, I really want to do like a big, properly designed park. You know, a beautiful, like Paleo Park was back in the day. A full-on, really well-designed park. And that takes a lot of time. And now that I'm at university, it's getting really difficult to balance. Like this, I can come home, I can bang it out for an hour. You know, when you do like a normal playthrough, you can get home, you sit down, you play for half an hour, and you're done. Easy peasy. But with park building, especially Zoo Tycoon 2, which is a lot more complex in general, it's kind of difficult to... I don't know, it's difficult to just get home and knock out a recording, you know? I'm trying to tone down my tree obsession a little bit. We've got this nice open area here. I hear screaming. Why do I hear screaming? I shouldn't be screaming over here. This is the one area of the bloody park with a fence. Actually, speaking of, is everyone okay? See, they're not doing it anymore. It's very rare that they've done it, but I have blocked them in a little bit more, so maybe I've managed to contain them? Hopefully, everyone is remaining in their correct exhibit, at the very least. That's something. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, do not remember... Oh, hello. While they're over here, I just want to kind of check them out. They are very cool, aren't they? Oh, I kind of like this colour, actually. It's grown on me in the last, like, 20 seconds. Look at that. That's awesome looking. Thumbnail. That's definitely the thumbnail. I'm not even kidding. Obviously, that's the thumbnail. Looks amazing. It's a shame this guy is a little bit at the wrong angle. The sun's kind of coming from there, which means you get these kind of harsh lights, like in the ribs and by the muscles and stuff like that, whereas this guy, you can see the face is fully lit up. That's why you want to make the one on the right the focus. Like so, because the logo will be here on the left, so a bit more like that, maybe. I'm inviting you into my thumbnail making process, okay? Which, admittedly, for this series is very, very simple. I load up a thumbnail and I stick the image in, but we'll see. Yeah, they look really cool there. And it's a nice little Dreadnoughtus by the hotel. I love that. Dreadnoughtus has got a shit. Look at him. And he's panicking, which is probably why. I'm a little worried for the Dreadnoughtus. I think we need maybe an alternate feeder for them as well. Somewhere a little bit more over there. I think I can put it in there if I just get rid of the grass, the water. I think they probably need it. Gotta look after my boy. Plus, it'll be really cool when they come over here and they're eating over here and you'll be walking right past. I think that'd be very good. And it blends in with the trees as well. You just got to give them multiple places to get food otherwise, because there's a lot of carnivores. I don't know if they panic around the Carnotaurus, but you'd hope not, but I don't know. Just got... I'll look after my dinosaurs. But yeah, there we go. South American exhibit. It looks quite nice, right? I like it. That's what matters. Right, so yeah, again, name suggestions on the QT for our South American dinosaurs, and general suggestions about where we go from here. We don't need to do this next. We could do this one over here. We could do our big safari and our pathing. We could do anything next. I'll leave it up to you guys. Let me know in the comment section down below. I'll see you lovely folks in a couple days time. Just to get ahead of this, by the way, because people keep asking me, like, all the time, which is really great that people love this series enough to ask me in the first place, but we do this every 2 days. So, but that's every 2 days that I have content. So if I upload an episode of this on Friday and then I take the weekend off, as I did this past weekend, just because I was like dead, basically, I was just very ill. So I took the weekend off. So I didn't do it on Monday, I did something else on Monday. So basically it's every 2 days of content, we'll do an episode of Prehistoric Planet. That is the plan. Thank you for joining me, cheers, much love, as always, bye-bye. A little shout out at the end. This video and others like it would not be possible at all without the support of you guys watching me at home, and also everyone on this Patreon page right here who supported me in the last month. If you want to help out as well, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. Every little really helps. Cheers.